Alright, Hand of Fate 2. We can finally begin. Here we go. I love how the game starts. You know, like you hear the music, you're brought back into the world, and then it zooms out slowly from the fire, in the misty, dark night, and you see this twat with a man bun. Also, you know those life pro tips? I've got one. Always keep your glasses and cups upside down. Just in case a spider decides to crawl inside of the cup and have a bunch of babies inside of it, and you absent-mindedly pour yourself a drink of iced tea mixed with baby spider mixer. It could happen in my dreams. So yeah, that's a life hack courtesy of your old pal Vinesauce Vinny. It's protein mix. The blacksmith. Yeah, sure, let's do the blacksmith. Encounters. Carriage of the Departed. Do some of these ones with tokens. Reveal map. Let's get the illicit trade in here. Winding trail. What other stuff? Do we have a couple of other new ones? That's good. Yeah, we've got plenty of new ones in here. Some old classics. Some gnomes. I can get rid of one more and introduce a platinum. Let's get rid of the bitter winter and introduce platinum. Still haven't done Deadly Forest. What's up with the 2 red voxes on Spotify? I'm really upset about that. TuneCore, not impressed with at the moment. They created another red vox because they didn't decide to check and see if there was already one. So yeah, we'll be properly on Spotify soon. You know what? Instead of doing a platinum, let's do a brimstone. And now for the equipment. Oh, this is a new one. Okay. Here's another new one. I like to bring the new equipment if I can, and a nice variety of a bunch of other shit. I think we can dispense with the billy clubs, and instead we can bring Northern Justice. Spiked Bone Guard, that sounds great. Supplies. We could start with a buckler. I could start with leather armor, medium armor. You know what? No, we don't need to do that. I can probably... Let's get a... Should I bring a fucking hammer? I could bring a hammer. Let's bring a hammer. Which means I don't need the buckler if I'm bringing a hammer. So you know what? Let's get rid of the hammer. I'll bring the soldier sword instead, because I can unlock. I can do sword and shield. Sword and board this motherfucker. Okay. The North is invading the Empire, and the Imperial Army is nowhere to be seen. Keep ahead of Northern Horde as it sweeps towards the capital, evacuating as many villages as you can. What weapons are good against Northerners? Is that a hammer? Vinny, did you get 2 Dawnbreakers in this game yet? No. Sword and board? Okay, so then we're good. Ready to begin.
It is so tempting.
Share your witticism, dealer.
To divide the world into good and evil. If the Empire is a bastion of civilization, the North must be filled with barbarians. Or perhaps it is the other way around. Perhaps the noble Northerners have a true connection to the land, and the Empire is lost.
The northern tribes have gathered and are preparing to invade the Empire. Ari exclaims as they burst into the tavern. The main force of the Imperial Army is widely known to be away in the southeast, seeking to bring new countries under the heel of the Empire. There are dozens of smaller villages all through this region. Who's speaking? Through this region. They're protected by Empire forts that sit on all the major trade routes. But those won't be able to hold out for long without reinforcements. We have to assume that the Empire won't respond in time. Hundreds of innocent people are in great danger. Oh, it's Ariadne, great. The Empire is run by corrupt, bloodthirsty lunatic, Ari declares. But his people don't deserve this fate. We have to warn them. I know of several local villages, but there are many more that I have never visited. This is very different. I think we're connected now? No? Maybe not. Oh, you're good. You visit your contact in the Imperial Armory. You must be planning for trouble if you've come to me for help, he says with a knowing grin. Tell me, who are you hunting? I'll see what I can find in the vault of contraband items. Northerners. You explain how the Northerners have come to your attention. I think I have just the thing, he comments, headed to the vault. Dark Grove ring. I can't afford this. The dealer moves the car to the top of the equipment deck. Oh, so I get that next. What the fuck is going on? Oh, look at they're burning. They're burning the camps.
You have saved some, but there is more yet to be done.
You make your way to the northern hills, or out of the northern hills and onto the majestic plains. No, we have to warn these villages.
Careful, your supplies are running low.
You see a peaceful village off the main trail. A few farmers look at you with curiosity as you enter their small village. We need to warn them. You address a gathering of local peasants as they mill around the village well. To leave their crops seems like madness, but you try to convince them to flee the area. No, I don't want your help. Failure. Despite your warnings, the people refuse to abandon their land. There's an Empire fort not far from here. They'll protect us. Jeez. Can I not warn this next one? I should just go to the next level. You hear word from Empire peasants fleeing southward that 2 villages have been overrun by the advancing Northerners. Jeez. Well, that sucks. Bad start. Yeah, the chat was telling me to restart too because it was too much, too crazy.
Blood stains the snow, but you must focus on those who remain.
There's a good chance I wouldn't have been able to complete that.
If you fail to take tokens with you, you will lose the opportunity to open new cards. Even so, too many tokens can weigh you down and make your challenges harder. Darkness haunts us everywhere, does it not? Creeping slowly into the choices we make. Even the friends you hold near and
I know what I have to do.
Touched by their compromises.
Empire Fort. Your path leads you past a remote Empire Fort overlooking the well-worn road. At your approach, a large band of soldiers exits the fort and heads in your direction. Surprisingly, however, they pay no attention other than to shove you out of the way of their supply wagon. The captain is in no mood to talk as he hurries his men south toward the capital, away from the northern mountains. The fort stands completely silent, its heavy wooden doors left open. Let's inspect the fort. Oh man.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Oh no. Should I reroll like both of them? Considering rerolling all of them, it's gonna reroll all of them. Lame. You find nothing of value. Alright. At the edge of the Empire, far from the capital, sits a lonely watchtower as you approach with caution, knowing that a few travelers are allowed near. Few travelers are allowed near. Wow, I'm just adding words. Halt, calls a soldier as you approach the tower. None may cross the border from the northern lands into the Empire. Let's, sneak around. You return hours later as night approaches. As you scramble through the undergrowth, you hope their scouts don't spot you. That works.
Victory. You
scale the tower without incident. I can see a whole card to my left.
Life goes on in these small towns until it ceases.
We don't have many strangers visit our village, one of the pair says plainly, but you may speak with our elder if you wish. You were led to a small hut on the outskirts of the village. Inside, a disheveled old man with a single wild eye sits cross-legged on the floor, humming a strange tune to himself. Explain that the northerners are approaching. The mystic peers at you with a single wild eye as you tell of the terror about to overrun them. The gods will show us their will, the old man yells, leaping up and pointing at a bird in a nearby tree. If the raven flies north or south, then the village should flee, east or west, and we must remain. With a wild cry, the old man throws a stone at the bird. 14 again? Fucking really? Come the fuck on. The bird flies west, away from the old man and his stones. We stay, the mystic declares and returns to his hut. The farmer wanders away, saying, the gods will protect us. Oh, what is this fucking horse shit?
There are few who would give you aid easily, but there may be some who would set their forces against the same enemies.
The bird of fate. Using a bird to determine the future of these people's lives. It's really great. In the woodlands far from civilization, you are ambushed by a band of elvish warriors. For what purpose do you dare to trespass within our kingdom? One demands as a dozen arrows point at you from all directions. You warn the elf of the advancing northerner army and suggest they flee to safety. Human, the elf warrior says with a smirk. We already know of your rampaging kin. There's no safer ground than our own home. Have no fear. The men you call northerners know better than to enter our forest. To do so would be their doom, the elf remarks matter-of-factly. If you have no other business, then it is time for you to leave. We need help.
Here we see yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
I'm really good at this game tonight. And luck is on my side.
You might want
We
to
have
work
no
with
interest
this.
in the wars of men,
Clearly
the elf
you
replies
lack
as the band
fortitude.
vanishes into the forest. After a few hours' travel, you emerge on the other side of the forest, having seen no further sign of the elves in their kingdom. Peaceful village. Farmers look on. You address a gathering of local peasants as they mill around the village well to leave their crops. Seems like madness, but you try to convince them to flee the area. Help. Choose a card to duplicate. Okay. Finally. The people disperse to gather what they can before abandoning the village. And yes, I have no food. Currently. A village has been lost. Hope that bird was worth it!
The ceremonies of death are often all that is left to the living, especially in times of war and chaos.
The town of Hull has been hit hard with an outbreak of corruption. The dead are piling in the streets, the Empire captain says, rubbing her tired eyes. I will pay good money for any bodies you gather this day. You were given temporary custody of a horse and cart. Bells of bereavement have been braided into the horse's mane. You lead the carriage to the northern streets of Hull, ringing your bell and calling for dead. Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead! Lucky me. Just only gotta get 16. No problem. Mourners help load their departed kin onto the cart. A few sad bodies are left on the street alone. You've collected 13 deceased. You lead the carriage to the south of Hull, calling for the dead. Most in town look away when they hear their clanking bells approach. Having completed your circuit, you return to Empire Captain for your reward. Captain is grateful for your help. A gold coin for each body. I think that is fair. Some gold. At least. Okay, we'll continue. You travel long into the night and set out again with the dawn to keep ahead of the approaching army. Start with
You
this
hate
one.
the Empire? Leave them lost, I say.
You happen upon an Empire scouting party as you cross a grassy hillock. The soldiers are keen to trade information about the region. Let's trade. You and the soldiers compare notes. Okay, peaceful village, border, rickety bridge, rickety cricket. Looks like we'll be back in the capital by the end of the week, one of the soldiers comments as you continue your journey. I start voicing them like Skyrim, guards. We'll be at the capital by the end of the week.
The Empire presents strength, yet abandons their outpost at the first sign of trouble. Corruption has left them hollow inside.
Your path leads you past a remote Empire fort overlooking the well-worn road. Remember, chat, only vote one time, okay? The heavy wooden doors hang open, and no sound comes from within. It appears to be abandoned. Inspect the fort. Fort Inspector. Oh my god. I'm having no luck with these. Oh my Christ! The entire fort is deserted. You find nothing of value. I have no luck with dice tonight. Back to the bones. You see a peaceful village off the main trail. Compete in an axe throwing contest? The morale of people is high as they sing and dance and compete in games of skill. Here's what I'm wondering. Does this fuck up the warning? You know what? Let's do it. You're handed a small axe and directed to throw it at a wooden circular target.
Patience. Do not move too quickly, for haste breeds only failure.
You hit the target dead center. The crowd cheers and a young lady with flowers in her hair presents you with a prize.
Created by a mighty smith working hand in hand with a great mage. We will not see those days again.
It's good. Tell tales of your adventures. You pick a shady spot and attempt to gain some of the attention of the crowd. There's a huge failure here. No, let's see if I can do this. Regular failure. The crowd grows restless and soon begins to drift away. Okay, that's fine. Let's warn them. The townsfolk are skeptical of your claims. You weren't so worried about the barbarians when you got here, notes an old man in the crowd. There's a festival being held in the village. The morale of the people is high. Oh. Oh. Oh, if you play the games... You can root... Oh.
Good luck taking this token from me.
We're gonna make a camp. I need 16, huh? No problem. Easy. I will never get that token. If you do anything in the village, people don't believe you. That's exciting.
Now you will clash, and we will see who survives.
I will attempt to avoid them. I will fight these, though.
Let's see what the smith can achieve.
Rolling 16 is proving to be a very difficult thing for me. It's proving more difficult than getting my band's album on Spotify properly. Good. Jesus Christ, she's using an anvil as a hammer. Brienne of Farth. Steel and flesh both subscribe to the same rules. If you hit them hard enough, they will do what you want. When activated, Ariadne performs powerful attacks that cause high armor damage. Stay close to her charge ability to charge her ability faster.
Time to wreck this joint.
God. Oh my God. Trying to stay as close to her as I can. Jesus. Ah! Fucking this combat up so bad tonight. What am I attacking? Oh, that's her. That was not a northerner. I mean, maybe she is, I don't know. Down to 37. Yeah, tonight's not my night, guys. I'm having a very, very off day in general, but this is an off night. Easily. Peaceful village. Okay, we have to warn them. Yes, you need to duplicate a card. Jeez. Failure. I sold a brace to turtles to the soldiers at a fort just last week, a round-faced man declares. They'll be here in less than a day if those northerners try anything. Yep, well, rest in fucking peace. You reach the ruins of an ancient fortress that lies on the natural border between the Majestic Plains and Broken Fist Forest. You know what? You know what I could use? A mother effing beer. Just like Nathan. Remember Nathan had the bro zone? Beer. Can't read, can't roll dice, can't do combat. Let's see if I can finish a beer during my stream. It'll be a first if I could. One whole beer? Oh no. Guys, I'm kidding. It's a sody pop.
Make our poor apprentice. Cultivate focus.
It's just a sody pop. Come on. It's a Sierra Nevada sody pop. General store. Okay, the town is quiet as you walk the paths, the mothers hushing their children and dragging them inside. A pair of watchful farmers stop talking as you approach and give brief greeting. We don't have many strangers visit our village, one of the pair says plainly, but you may speak with our elder if you wish. Here's the crazy elder again. The Bird of Truth, Part 2. Come on. Finally! Finally! The raven flies south. It is time to leave! The mystic declares. The gods have spoken!
In my youth, I used to climb. There is little better than the wind in your hair and the thought of death.
High in the mountains, you approach a rickety bridge. It sways even at the slightest breeze. The chance card gambit is affected by your armor's weight. Oh, shit. I think we're good. Luckily, the bridge holds. You scramble to the other side. Empire contacts again. Okay, Northerners. Kubarak's gaze. I'll just leave. I don't want to spend 20 gold on that. I sure hope the bottom one is in a village. That would be very bad. fight them. I say we have to fight them because otherwise I go into the forest and that's not good. That's good, Dong Mattingly. That sounds like a good bagel. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna have a bagel. In your honor. Nazgar was a duelist who traveled deep into the north, only after defeating all comers? Was he accepted as one of their own? Ah, god damn it. It's the wrong time to get stuck. This healing needs to end. Jeez. Press the button like a nanosecond too late. Yeah, Ariadne, save me! Yes. Jesus. There's still quite a few left. Come on. God damn it. I don't know if I brought the right companion. Or weapons, for that matter. Go this way. Okay, here's another village. Fuck the axe throwing contest. We gotta warn them. The farmers turn into each other in panic. A huge brawny man walks up to you. I am Aaron, and I run this town, he says. We haven't seen any northerners around these parts for months. I say you're a liar, and we're not about to abandon our homes on your say-so. Some of the farmers look unsure, but none speak up to contradict Aaron. If you've no intention of ordering a drink, then you should leave. Order a drink. Aaron joins you at the bar and, taking note of your drink, orders one for himself. Sip for sip, he makes sure that you keep pace with your drinking. Okay. Aaron watches you finish a tankard of Knight's Nectar, then finishes one himself. He glares at you defiantly. We have another drink. You stumble out of the tavern. Aaron watches you suspiciously as you wander around for a while, trying to remember the path that brought you here. After 3 laps of the village, well, you manage to direct your feet back to the right path and leave without further incident.
The damage will persist unless you find a needle to relieve yourself.
I hope nobody hears us.
It is once more and leaves us dead and unfulfilled.
Honestly, was not paying attention. If you want to know what that is, that's a Counter-Strike. Hang on a second. Counter-Strike laugh. Conduction. Yeah, here you go.
It's cold.
Da, you'd think they could afford to turn on the heater knowing that we would all be here today.
Absolutely. My hands are freezing. I hope nobody tries to get in this place. I don't think I could pull the trigger with these fingers.
No problem. We could always throw icicles at an intruder.
Oh, it's I hope nobody tries to get into this place. Okay. Yeah, bonus dice. What am I doing more often? Pretty much. I think I want to do bonus dice. Bonus dice seems like a good shit idea right about now. And we get Berserker's Charge.
If you fail to take tokens with you, you will lose the opportunity to open new cards. Even so, too many tokens can weigh you down and make
This
your
is gonna be the one.
challenges harder. On one side, we have the Empire. On the other, the northern raids have become ever more aggressive. In the middle are those who are truly hurt by all of this.
The northern tribes have gathered and are preparing to invade the Empire. Okay, let's do this. I don't remember the voice I did for Cold Bajorn. But I'm gonna focus on warning these villages. That's most important. Okay. Reluctant allies. Here we go, the elves again. Alright. So we're gonna plead for help. Here's the Wheel of Insanity. The Wheel of Insanal. Okay, well, alright. Thanks for the help! Okay. We have to warn them and not play axe games. Aaron wants a drink. We order a drink. We have another drink. Yeah, solid. Seriously.
It's the wheel of the worst. It's a torture device for the modern age.
Are you made of stock sturdy enough to weather these trials?
Kolbjorn, the betrayer, you are to survive in the forest with neither sustenance or warmth. The elder of Clan Eyebright awaits you both at the edge of the grim wilds, a glacial forest of blizzards, beasts, and treachery. If the ancestors see you through this night, you are forgiven. The elder can't help but look longingly at the charming miniature pies you recently bought. I don't want to beg, but many in the clan go hungry each night. Go ahead, take my stupid food. The player cannot starve to death, but can starve down to one life. Oh, that would have helped. With little ceremony, Kolbjorn descends into the grim wilds. He gives you a word of warning. The grim wilds will offer us no refuge from the cold. We must keep moving if we want to survive. It is still bright out as you delve further in. The metal handle of your weapon chills your side. The intense cold makes it hard to think. It is difficult to remember whether a path or tree is familiar or new. Okay. Forest leads you to a large frozen pond cut into the mountain. Let's drink from the pond. Okay, I didn't need that. Explore someplace else. The hours pass. It's still bright as you delve further in. The metal handle of your weapon chills your sign. Okay, we need to do more dice. Getting good dice now. You stumble across a small stone shrine. A roughly chiseled figurine of a vulture, or is it a human, sits within. Kolbjorn drops a few coins into the shrine and prays. Let's drop some coin in. You drop a few coins into the frozen offering bowl and bend your head in prayer. Again, the shrine spirit answers your prayer as it sees fit. Keep exploring. The sun is setting, bathing the grim wilds in warm orange. If it were not knee-deep in icy snow, you could perhaps enjoy the beauty of it. Kolbjorn stands like a morose statue, ignoring the sunset. Let's keep moving.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Could have used that health before. Crow cocks its head at you and speaks in the common tongue.
Hey now, wanderers in the Grim. Are the wanderers lost? Do they require assistance?
Take this ring. It's regular old success, that's fine. The crow taps the ring violently with its beak and then looks at it with a beady eye.
Yes, this is a goodly thing.
The talking bird cocks its head at a strange angle.
You look broken. I can fix you a spell.
Oh, what is this shit? You move through the trees, shivering, finding only more dense forest. Kolbjorn warns you not to stray too far from where you had left the Elder. The hours pass. The pitch black of night has arrived in the grim wilds. Bitter cold seeps into your bones, racking your limbs with pain as you move. Let's keep moving. You move through the trees, shivering, finding only more dense forest. Kolbjorn warns you. Sharp pain racks your limbs. Let's find the shrine. Ugh. I'll take that extra dice right there. Let's try to find the pond again. There we go. The water is so cold it freezes your blood as it travels down your throat. You find yourself at the pond. The glimpse of the moonlight through the trees lights up the frozen surface. The hours pass. Is this really fucking happening? Well, I'm dead. straight into the jaws of a bear trap. The pain is excruciating. You've lost your bearings.
Fallen once more. Fortunately, this is but the lesser game, and we can try again.
I know people in chat were saying you should drink from the pond, it's free health. I figured maybe if you rolled the dice correctly, you'd be fine. That whole thing sucks. I'm getting rid of that encounter. I'm starting to hate this game a little bit right now. I'll do that another time. Just, the whole night is just japes. Japes and bad rolls. No, this is it. For sure, I'm doing this card tonight.
Are worthy of protection. The game of life and death treats them as mere pieces, but they deserve their own role in the game.
Okay, I know what everything is now, at least. Empire Fort. More bad luck over that way, probably. This is bad luck the game. Tonight. Okay, warn the townsfolk. It's one of these 50-50 ones again. Failure.
Can you reach the end of this challenge before you starve to death? Time will tell.
Okay, here's the fucking stupid bird. Come on! I had to use my fucking character card to save the village. You know this dungeon master dude loves this shit right now. Oh, you can visit the village again. You can try to warn them again. Okay, fucking finally. However, now I'm gonna be fighting northerners. Oh wait, no, I can just go to the next level. Perfect. One village lost. Alright, fair enough. 2 of 10 saved. Almost out of food again. Okay, warn them. Farmers turn to each other and... Oh, Morgan runs this town this time. I'm gonna attack Morgan. Put that troll slicer away, mercenary. Morgan says, waving your weapon away. If you want to challenge my word, then we of a more civilized method. Morgan leads you and the other townsfolk outside to a tree with a wooden target nailed to it. He hands you a small axe. If your aim is true, then you speak the truth, Morgan explains, before throwing his own axe. It hits the target, just missing the red painted center.
That will set you in good stead from here.
You've got motherfucking birds that are saving people's lives. We're sentencing them to die. Or you have to throw an axe. I hate everything tonight. Everything is bad. Your axe hits the target solidly. That's like saying, throw an egg. If the egg breaks, then we will flee the village. Morgan turns and calls some men over, telling them to scout north immediately. He directs the rest of the townsfolk to prepare to travel. Well, that's easier than drinking. You were struck by a volley of arrows.
There is a reason this cart travels the long way around. I would rather not trust my life to such pathways.
Cursed. Today is cursed. Here's the border. Oh, that counts as like a movement tile. Fate stealing. Iowa closes her eyes and speaks. We do not control fate's course, but we can examine the weave and guide your path. Harrow interrupts. Or you can carve your own path. Carve it through the Black Knight's heart, and you will be rewarded. Let's follow the weave, whatever that means. Your path will be paved with both fortune and misfortune. Have faith. I'll take some health, that's good. We have offered what insight we can, but the path is still yours to walk. So we lose 5 gold, but get 20 health. Fine. Okay, we're gonna lose a village here. That's okay. Fuck it. Two villages lost. Okay, village. Okay, we've got, bird. Throwing a stone at a bird again. Right? As you do. Definitely not crazy old man. Nope. I'm not gonna waste an extra die on nothing. Try again. 12 this time. Them birds are fickle! Another village. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, Phoenix runs this town. Do we want to do the competition? Yeah, we do. Small axe, once again. You should know bird law by now. I know. I know. Okay, finally some things are going well here, and as long as I don't drink with the elders of the town, or the big burly people that run the town, then I'm good. Okay, let's inspect this fort. Shit, how do you even do this one? You know? Nope, nothing. We're gonna have to fight. No food. Truly, this is a cursed stream. I quite like his ability. Save me. I took the hit. God damn it. Run through him. Yeah. So you're supposed to get invincibility frames, which is why when I say I took the hit, I was surprised that it made it through my invincibility frames. All right, the food. Okay, warn another town here. Really is just a bunch of fucking luck. As much as I try to follow the cards, it's not, you can't really tell too well. A little bit, yeah, but not too much. There's no one to trade with. Esmeralda's weapon carriage is parked in an alleyway in the shadiest part of town. You rap on the carriage door and ask to see her wares. She kicks a panel under her seat. The secret compartment opens, unveiling the stock she has on offer. I want this one. no. Not famous enough yet, but eventually. How about we make a deal, she says. The bells on her robe tinkle as she leads you to the door, pressing the equipment into your arms. In a few moments, soldiers are going to storm through and raid my respectable establishment. You take this for free, and I run.
I would have thought you'd find few cowards on the battlefield.
Heavy weapons are recommended. Alright. When I started the stream tonight, I heard Mark Hamill in my head. This is not going to go the way you think! I don't know why he sounds like that in my head, but sure. Like, kinda does sound like that, actually. Did I take that damage? Hanging in. I need your ability right now. Please. God damn it, I pressed the block button. What a shit show. What a shit show. Tell Maleclipse I said hello, she says as she leaves. The rate enemies heal during combat is reduced. Or a heavy weapon. We'll get this one.
Deep in the woods, they still know magic. It will be
At least I did a token. I'm really hoping that there's gonna be a trader here. There's no one to trade with.
The damage taken from starvation is more than the healing delivered by eating. As with many things, we find ourselves sliding further and further into hardship.
I don't know what to do. I'm pretty much fucked. There's no food. There's food at the village store, you just vine blinded it super hard. Yeah, but you gotta save the villages. If you do the thing in the store, you die. I hate that I had to do that, chat, but I really, really had to do that. I really, really need to find some fucking food, like right now. General store. Trading house. Trade equipment for food, yes. What equipment do I have that I can get rid of? Merchant's ring and buckler. See you later. All right, hanging in there. Eat a little bit of this food. Okay. Reluctant allies. Okay, elves. You fucking elves. Not this time. Not this fucking time. Okay, what's going on here? The elf warrior looks conflicted, saying, "We do not wish to involve ourselves in your war, but your intentions do seem noble. We will not attack the humans, but we may use our influence to delay them."
You have proven yourself worthy.
I shall speak of this to our queen. Do not seek to find us again, the elf says in parting.
And here is your reward, at least in potential.
Okay, here's this shit again. I'll never do this one. Okay. I'm gonna buy some food. Let's see what equipment is on sale first. The Bone Guard is here. Easy escape from snare. Discard and ignore the first curse that you draw. It's got 20 defense. It's pretty fucking amazing.
A suit of armor suited to your temperament.
Instead of buying healing, I'm just gonna buy food. That's 15 healing just from food alone. Okay, we're good. Empire contacts. Okay, so Northerners. There's a shield. Okay. Thank you, chat. Really came through on this one.
There are
You hear
no
word
allies
from fur
for you
traders.
or I in this world.
On the road south that a village has been overrun by advancing Northerners. Shit. There goes that. After spending hours pushing through the gates, you make yourself known to the guards. Eventually, Captain Alpus arrives with a company of soldiers to escort you into the city. You are taken up onto the battlements where General Trenico stands overlooking the mass of refugees at the base of the wall and is streaming from the forest behind him, the Northern Horde. At last we have the troublemakers in custody, the General comments as you approach. Well, mercenaries, despite your effort to clear the northern villages, as you can see, the barbarians still took the bait. Distant horns capture your attention, and in the distance a long line of troops carrying Imperial banners begin to move into position on the far side of the Northerners. And now we've got them trapped, the General cheers, raising his fist. We'll smash them between our army and the city walls. He excitedly hurries away, rapidly barking orders to his men. Man the catapults, ready the archers! Captain Alpus signals his men to take you away. The General will decide what to do with you after we annihilate the barbarians. How the fuck do you even get the golden token? I was expecting like a nice chill stream tonight. My blood pressure has never been higher. Look at that bones. Look at that bones. Wow, that's a fucking great attack. That is. Oh! Hand of Fate 2 is true hell when you go further and further into Sirius. This is RNG shit show. I agree. You find yourself momentarily free from Imperial attention as the battle with the Northerners escalates. So you, in Kol'jorn, discreetly slink down into the streets and lose yourself among the crowds. The clash with the Northerners continues for a day and a night. But finally the city gates are opened, and dawn's light reveals the barbarian horde to be no more.
They will laud you as a great defender, if they mention you at all. The histories of ones like us are often obscured.
Well, I mean, it's something. Merchant's favor, huh? I didn't quite manage. I think you have to do a lot of fighting if you want to get that gold. Like, you have to wait for the barbarians to get to the town and then attack them to defend the town. I feel like it would take fucking forever. Okay, anyone who's really familiar with this game, which among these is shortest? Death, perhaps? I could use some of that right now. Death. Thanks, Dev. Thank you. Hi. Hi, developer, by the way. It says here someone has hired the Thieves Guild to kill you. They've sent their most lethal assassin, a man only known... Knownly? That's an interesting new word. A man knownly as the Reaper. Thieves deal more damage in combat. Come prepared, okay. Companion. Estrella. Encounters. Let's get rid of the shrine. Let's get the merchant's favor. I want to see what that's about. What I really want to do is get rid of that. I kind of want to unlock a couple tokens here. Let's do the Peasant King. And get rid of the man-eating tree. Bitter winter. One drunken night. It's like that fucking thing I did in Skyrim. Let's take a look at... What's the one with the underneath is unknown. Never mind. Yeah, that's a Malaclips thing. The Empire Fort. I still haven't done that. Get rid of that one. I'm gonna get this Deadly Forest thing. Okay, Imperial Armor. These are good against thieves, I believe. But I do want to see if there's any other things I can start with. There's a couple new ones here. I think I'm gonna let that be what I start with. For this, get rid of the map reveal, get rid of that. I'm gonna get some food, start with some food, and I'm gonna start with, Brigand's Blades. Now these, correct me if I'm wrong, but these... Oh yeah, these are good against thieves. Perfect. Okay.
For many, the card of death represents change rather than mortality. For you, we will see. Do you hear them approaching? The whisper upon the winds. Dark forces ride forth to stop you.
I'm ready. I'm ready for you, Gold Token Kun. A filthy street urchin approaches you in a busy town market to ask,
"You're the one who bound a mage and broke the raid leader of the North, aren't you? I heard some bad men talking about you. Give us a bit of bread, and I'll let you in on a secret."
She smiles with her few remaining teeth and stretches out her hand. You hand over a scrap of bread, which she quickly shoves into her mouth. Moments later, she gulps and smiles again.
"Well?"
You prompt her. Or maybe that was me that said that.
"Oh, I heard that someone's offered a lot of gold to have you killed,"
she remarks while picking her teeth.
"Now the whole guild wants in on it. Every thief from here to the Empire's Edge will be after you. They even sent for some fancy assassin. The fancy assassin! The one they call the Reaper. Guess he's pretty good at his job, eh? Too bad, buddy. You seemed nice,"
the girl remarks, patting your hand.
"Maybe you will find a way to survive, but I doubt it."
The girl leaves you to ponder your fate alone. Don't fear the Reaper. On the longest night of winter, the townsfolk of Steegle set up a huge bonfire. I think we did this one already, right? Yeah. No blessings. While roaming the dark alleyways of the capital, you see a suspicious group traveling in your direction. They're dragging a locked chest behind them, its contents unknown. Or the Archer's Bane. I'm gonna go for the locked chest. You approach the men with the chest, they drop their cargo and draw their blades. Let's do it. I know, Umbrella. I know.
More evidence of the underbelly.
Estrella's insta-death thing is amazing. It's so good. Did you see the dealer making the "I'm watching you" fingers? No, I didn't. The custodians defeated, you break open the locked chest. And...
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
hidden equipment. Some armor. Oh, there he's, yeah, he's got the hat on and everything. Kind of reminds me of Lopan.
You should be more careful, given the price on your head.
A pair of shady characters emerge from the shadows to block your path.
The Empire is offering a pretty price for your head, adventurer.
One of the men remarks while casually inspecting his blade.
Nothing personal.
The other adds as he teleports behind you. Can the devs meme on him? Or like what? The devs can meme on me if they so choose, yes.
We are ill prepared for this battle, yet we will press on regardless.
A bit of a problem, which is I kept trying to use my finisher. It just wasn't happening. It's my fault. You spent a little time searching the Fallen before leaving discreetly. Okay. Golden shield, get to sell this thing. Can't equip my armor just yet.
Death comes closer and closer. Can you hear it?
With the threat of assassination looming like a dark cloud, you seek solace in a remote inn known as the Flailing Dragon. Few patrons visit this night, and you fall into conversation with the innkeeper. Over a few ales, you reveal to him your current predicament. The innkeeper sighs.
I'm afraid there's little I can do other than heal you up whenever you visit.
Let's ask about the Reaper.
I've heard of this assassin. Even kings once feared him, though few could afford his services. If he hunts you, then you are in dire peril indeed. Who now would possess the gold necessary to command him? Unless it is the Emperor himself. I was a great magician once, working for the king himself, the man exclaims, gazing into the fireplace wistfully. Of course, that was before the Empire. These days you can get hung for casting even anything more than a simple healing spell. Even that, in the wrong places. You bid the innkeeper good night. In the morning he casts a healing spell upon you as you leave. Hopefully this isn't one of those wrong places. The Emperor may have banned magic, but even he can't put an end to kindness.
Assassins. I'd hate everything they stood for if it wasn't for their occasional usefulness.
Haha, throw football.
On my mark.
Fuck that guy up into a sign.
To battle.
Come on. Come on! Oh, that was the other thing I watched when I was in the hotel at the convention, before the convention. I watched True Lies. That is a goodly movie. There's some health gain. You find the weapon merchant's carriage parked behind a seedy tavern. Sorry I had to dash last time, Esmeralda says as she welcomes you in. She squints at Estrella in suspicion. You know, I've come by a surplus of wares for the Battle of Crimson Bay. You're welcome to take something on the house, if this one can prove she's not an Imperial spy. The bells on her silk shawl tinkle as she brushes Estrella's arm. If you're not a spy, then you wouldn't object to a spot of fraternizing? Perhaps over a wine or seven? Estrella scoffs, but does not object. Well, I just got armor, so let's do this thing. Esmeralda pinches her cheeks in the mirror to get them flushing before turning with a grin. Now, to my part of the deal. You leave Estrella in the merchant's company as they disappear into the tavern.
I'm hoping this process will teach you something. Something about how the game is crafted and how the rules abide. Perhaps something about sleeping gently while deadly assassins are on your tail, too.
The crowd seems unsettled, speaking with hushed voices and darting glances around the room. Let's listen to the rumors.
I hear the Reaper's been seen,
one lad exclaims, drawing the attention of the other patrons.
His arrow is deadly. He never misses and pierces armor and shield, so they say.
General store. This would be really good for this mission right now. Following Meliclips's cryptic directions, many of which involve borrowing farm animals, you arrive at the edge of a vast and lonely lake. There you uncover a cave entrance blocked by a stone door. The bespectacled ogre manning the door to the underneath doesn't look up from his book as you approach. 10 food items per entry, he grunts.
Deal with them
Never mind
if you
that.
will. I would rather leave
Oh,
them
12
be.
humans. A voice calls out as a dozen small creatures leap from the trees around you. They're gnomes. They're shitty. I've done this one, so I'm not going to read it. Let's give them something. What do they want? Oh, I forgot to sell my golden shield. God damn it. Have this leather armor. You surrender the equipment to the gnome. Satisfied, they offer payment in return. God damn it, gnomes. God damn it, gnomes! There's even flavor text here. $50 gold for that thing. That is a disco ball. The devs are memeing, yes they are. I don't know why I'm doing this, but here, have my 10 food. The ogre sighs as he gets to his feet. With a mighty push, the stone door the underneath is rolled away. Narrow tunnel takes you deep into the earth, opening into a vast limestone cavern. Twinkling on the edge of an underground lake lies a small shanty town. Red lanterns lining the quiet streets. A few mages eye you suspiciously as they pass by. Let's peruse the stores. Curses and blessings. Never mind. Buy a stone that Lelot recommends for 20 gold. What am I doing? Oh, success at least. Lelot hands you a rough cream-colored stone flecked with purple crystals. Ah, that's edible, you know, he croaks. The purple part tastes like pies and sunshine. The rock part doesn't taste quite as good. Spend 10 food, get 5 food. But you know, for 20 gold. Never mind. Devil's Ears Tavern. Compared to the lonely streets outside, the Devil's Ears is positively crowded with all manner of strange patrons. A decrepit hag nurses a smoldering pint glass at one end of the bar. Alone in a corner, a hooded figure lurks unmovingly. Let's do the hooded figure. You cannot discern any facial features under the heavy hood. The figure nods at you. He has a grave voice, whisper quiet and hoarse. I seek an artifact of great power. Something that will twist the minds of my enemies and force them to fight for me. I will pay you handsomely. Let's give him the thing I bought earlier. The darkness under the hood growls. This is not what I asked for. Never mind then. How about the hag? The warty crone sips her drink. It smells strongly of citrus and burning coal. While sizing you up.
You wish to buy something, do you not?
She grins wickedly, revealing a mouthful of jagged yellow teeth.
I can send you somewhere no cost, but I cannot assure that you will end up where you want.
Okay, you can teleport me. That's fine. Huge success. She unfurls a map of the local area. Good. I guess. Okay, we have to do the camp thing, and then I have to roll a 16. Easy. You know, just roll a 16. No problem. What's the problem? What's the problem? Rolling a 16!
Once again to the tavern. Once again to await your fates.
Let's turn in for the night. You feel cold stone against your cheek. Head pounding, you open your bleary eyes. The unmistakable scrape of metal, wakes you as, fully. The unmistakable scrape of metal wakes you fully from your slumber, and you slowly take stock of your surroundings. Look at that, I can move the camera. I don't know if that was as per my request, but thanks, Dev. Or maybe it was just there from the beginning, but you do have limited camera control, it's kinda nice. It's been there? Okay, never mind. Well, it's good. This card is a good card. I approve of this card. Oh, I just went in a circle. Minor mistakes were made, but I think the net gain was worth it. Someone said, why does 80% of the Vinesauce community like trash more than this? Reactions from Binyot, perhaps? It's just easier to watch. Like, with a game like this, you have to invest time. With trash, you expect, you know, quick laughs. You don't have to watch a series of trash. You can just tune in, and maybe within a half hour, you'll just have a really trashy bunch of like laughs. And it's just an easier thing. It's a more compact streamer. No, it's a more compact, potential for entertainment. But I like stuff like this too. I mean, I like both. I like trash and this, but I also like to space them out. You know, a game like this I can't play every night. You fumble in your haversack for something to eat. Happily, you find a half-eaten pasty. Try to find your way out of the woods. Let's see. After 7 combats against thieves, draw 5 gain cards, then discard this card. I mean, there's thieves all over the fucking place, right?
You see now how kings are made, in dirt, poverty, and violence.
The peasant king sits in a throne of bones and feathers to honor the downtrodden and forgotten. Clad in a heavy cloak and a leather cap, the grubby young man rises gracefully from the somber nest as you enter. The basement of Far Water's only tavern serves as his throne room, a gracious host. He offers you chipped mugs of something leafy and lukewarm. Some of the townsfolk claim he is a savior. Others say he's a good-for-nothing layabout, Estrella explains. Whoops. Regardless, the peasants hold him in some esteem here in the Far Water. He draws a curiously shaped set of pipes from his pocket and plays a jaunty tune. Enough, Estrella draws herself up tall. The peasants of Far Water will soon be cast from their homes. Is there anything you can do for them? The infernal tooting stops. The infernal tooting. That's a good band name. And the peasant king lowers his pipes with a grin.
27 loaves of bread.
You choke on your muddy tea. I don't have that much bread. The peasant king laughs dryly.
As it always is in these parts.
What?
Put a big enough price on a man's head, and you'll find every weevil crawls out of the
27
woodwork
food?
in order to claim it.
To arms!
So yeah, like 27 food's not happening. The good news is you can go back to it, so I suppose if you end up finding a fuckload of food, you can just go back to that card. So it's doable. Highly improbable, however. The Reaper will end you, your final opponent exclaims as you knock him down. You spend a little time searching.
You lack prominence to use this weapon. Gain more fame.
Oh, nice, okay. Well, I guess we know what the fuck is gonna happen.
I wonder how the bards will sing your songs when the time comes. There's going to be a lot to leave out, I think.
One day you come across a bare-knuckle competition in an alley. An old man with few remaining teeth notes your interest.
When choosing your opponent,
He wheezes.
remember your purse. If you survive, will depend on how quickly you beat them.
Let's fight the thieves. You challenge some thieves who are working the crowd. They glower at the sudden attention. Vinesauce, I recommend becoming summer or autumn because seasons don't fear the Reaper. Do you fear a ban?
Brawling in the streets like commoners, fight for the better.
For some reason I was just missing all of my prompts. These fucking thieves are faster than the other ones, I think. Yeah, I'm having... my reaction time is definitely not so great right about now. Oh my lord. And I still took damage from that. Reaction time is a factor. Yeah, that was garbage. Good technique, but no style, someone in the crowd remarks as you collect your earnings. You're not wrong. I don't know what I have. .20 defense.
What is your style?
Oh man. I just have to kill one more thief and I unlock the token. It's 27 food. I'm not gonna get enough for that. Let's see. What equipment can I sell? I have the Imperial armor. At the moment, really don't want to part with any of that. I guess I could have bought food. Wow, why did I leave? That was 3 AM Vinny decision. That's what that was. Looking to avoid trouble with a local gang of thieves, you duck into an abandoned warehouse. Creeping among the broken crates and smashed furniture, you suddenly sense movement above you. Enormous spider descends from silken thread. You flee the building. I guess we'll go back to the other thing eventually. The Reapening.
Death comes for all of us in time, but some live to defeat it.
No, I saw the dealer. I saw it briefly. Your unease grows as you return to the flailing dragon once more. Every shadow and bush seems like it may conceal your hunter. The innkeeper looks up at you as you enter. Ah, my favorite adventurer, and still alive, I see. He goes on to do something that I skipped by accident. I should play this game earlier from now on. My sources say he will arrive here sometime tomorrow. It seems your destiny is at hand, warrior. Good luck, warrior. You hear no sound as it strikes you. No sound, no warning, not even a hint that the Reaper has appeared behind you. Suddenly, you are falling to the ground. The enchanted shaft of the Reaper's famous magical arrow protruding from your side. For not having enough max life, you have failed to win the gold token.
You may still flee death, perhaps.
For several moments, you lay stunned and sprawled out on the ground. Eventually, you hear footsteps approaching, rallying your remaining strength. You wait until you sense the presence of your attacker right behind you. Suddenly, you turn and strike. The so-called Reaper staggers back in surprise. You must be charmed and still, indeed, to still live, he says. My arrow has never failed me before. You hear the familiar chant of the innkeeper as magic fills your veins, returning your vigor in a rush. Fine, the blade it is then. The Reaper readies his blades to finish you off. So yeah, you gotta get a lot of cards with max health gain to get the gold token on this one. This game is very replayable if you want it to be, and if you want to unlock all the shit. I kinda don't.
We have brought this killer into the light. Now finish them.
Oh my god. Didn't I have, like, a fucking artifact? I don't think it re-equipped after I tried to give it to the gnome, or the dude. Oh, that's a motherfucker right there. Three that time. The Reaper lies dead at your feet, but searching his body reveals few clues as to who sent him. You return to the inn to recover from your ordeal and plan your next move.
Even death itself lies defeated, or at least its agents. Do not hurry to think yourself truly immortal.
Shit. Well, that was a short one. But I still... Man, if I bought food, maybe I would have been able to do the thing. Alright. Well, we're done. I still really like this game. I just had a couple issues earlier where it felt like there was no way I could do what I needed to do. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad I stuck with it. We'll continue more of this playthrough next week. And if you're looking for Breath of the Wild, also next week, probably early next week. So we'll do both of those things.